Hey everyone, it's Loman. I know I haven't been making many videos recently, but I had a lot of things going on in life, and I chose to prioritize those things over creating content in the last month. Thankfully, I found some time to grind out a short look at the Dragon Quest collab rerun and wanted to talk about just a few things that piqued my interest. Maybe this isn't the comprehensive review you are looking for, but hopefully my thoughts will suffice. Killvearn, the new top rarity, pops out at first because he looks like a robot, but then captures my fancy with his weird yet powerful leader skill. At first, Killvearn looks similar to the meta-defining robots we know and love/hate depending on your luck, in that he requires a long transform startup cooldown and provides massive orb generation in a burst in his final form. But unlike the aforementioned robots, Killvearn doesn't bother with a second transform and instead goes full force upon transforming the first time. A flat 2x attack burst is good, while the unlock is like the cherry on top. What's even crazier is that Killvearn has a staggering triple 10C for overwhelming firepower, along with some great killers to enable the 1.2x soft cap break on certain spawns. At first, the leader skill broke my brain, but after thinking about it, I figured out that Killvearn's effective multipliers are 13.72 EHP, which is like 34.4% damage reduction shield, 210.83x attack, and 1.52x ERCV. Of course, this is based on matching only 2 rows. The interesting part about Killvearn is that he has the potential to go nuclear if you start matching extra rows. For example, with 3 rows, Killvearn's effective multipliers are 16.94x EHP, which translates to like 46.86% damage reduction shield, 1020.42x attack, and 1.88x ERCV. This opens up a lot of potential. You can run Killvearn on a 7x6 board for more stacks, or even run a 3rd or 4th copy for high stack procs. You can also definitely run Yuvo Rule for massive Skyfall gains, plus a pseudo perma shield and a ton of rows for both colors. Regardless of potential, Killvearn is definitely an interesting and powerful top rated card. Do keep in mind that Killvearn might blast out damage, but he has no VDP, so you probably need a Void active option for endgame dungeons. He also has no recovery and no innate heal orb generation, which means he won't be able to sustain himself through high floor counts. Another interesting application for Killvearn is as a sub option for Blackbird. After all, he has plenty of 10C awakenings, unlocks quickly, provides a delay for the second transform, and generates an absolutely ridiculous amount of dark orbs, since Blackbird converts fire to dark as well, though it does suck a bit that the burst becomes wasted and the delay is rather short. As for the equip, it seems tailor-made for himself, so do with it what you will. Killvearn is one of the new middle rarity cards that looks like an even better sub than Killvearn for Blackbird. Instead of the delay, Killvearn provides a valuable haste and switches out the useless burst effect for a slightly less useless defense break. Killvearn could also function as a potential poverty player for Blackbird since he provides sufficient orb generation and a complementary leader skill. The lack of VDP is a bit unfortunate, but hey, just slap on a Nautilus equip, right? Although it does seem like defense break is almost useless at the moment, I heard that the next endgame dungeon, MD4, has a ton of spawns with high defense values, which is why Atari and Rafine are popular options for the dungeon. Thus, Killvearn might be the key for enabling Blackbird MD4. I wouldn't go all out rolling the machine just for this, since I don't know all that much about MD4, but it is something to note. The other and more relevant reason why Killvearn looks cracked is because of the equip. The value of Team HP awakenings are sky high in the current meta. Tack on a combo orb and a fat delay to a staggering 3 Team HP awakenings, and you got yourself a busted equip option comparable to the likes of the legendary Sengoku's tennis racket. Yuvo Matoriv looks like an awesome swap target for Atari, as Matoriv basically functions as a cleric through its ridiculously fast active and unmatchable latent potential. Of course, Cecilia, Sophie, and Sensui are all still great and arguably more accessible. Matoriv just joins them all as yet another option. While the base form looks like a joke, the equip is quite flexible and can be useful for any Rainbow team. Okay, that covers all the new top rarities. As for new evolution forms, there are a couple that catch my eye. Badan's new form has been used as a prime swap target for Kaishu, and while you can use Badan for basically any dark team, he is definitely a great fit for Kaishu. While Mahito is definitely a workable pair for Toguro, the new Revo form of Hadlar looks even better with his innate recovery multiplier and cracked active plus awakenings. I might be motivated enough to make a video on the pairing. The star of the rerun, Miss Vearn's Revo form looks absolutely cracked for farming, and multiple videos using many copies to Speedfire MD2 have been posted on YouTube. I've been happy with Blackbird, but I might make the switch to Miss Vearn's spam as well, considering I already have 3. I didn't see any mind-blowing buffs, although I will say Larhart's current post-buff active looked absolutely stacked for farming. I'm also glad to see a new dungeon boost card in Mimic, who may look inferior to Ultraman's Konogon and Hello Kitty's Witch cosplays, but does have value as a bottom rarity that can potentially have 3 dungeon boosts, but can more importantly have 4 skill boosts with 2 dungeon boosts, which can definitely help with getting button actives up. Best of all, it's debatably free at the price of 3 black medals. And that's my take on the Dragon Quest collab rerun in 10 minutes or less. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next event, and as always, good luck and have fun.